Welcome to another Genshin Interact video. My name is Rift, and today I'm joined by Vixen. Let us know down in the comments if this guide was helpful or if you have any other tips about the character. As always, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for future content. Thank you for watching, now on to the video.
A surprising rerun from Yelan will be here soon. This amazing off-field Hydra support and sub DPS can allow your main DPS to do even more damage. But how do we build her? First, let's take a look at her talents and the priority of leveling them up. Thankfully, Yelan has a fairly simple kit that is easy to understand. Unlike DPS characters, we must look at Yelan like a support, so we have to weigh damage versus support leveling. Your first talent to level should be her burst. The burst creates an exquisite throw, which follows the character and will attack alongside the character that is on field. The Hydra damage that Yelan does off field is based off of her max HP. Each attack can occur every second when the on-field character does normal attacks and will occur each time with her skill, Lifeline, and it explodes and hits opponents. Her burst is going to help out the team overall by constantly applying Hydro to enemies, which allows reactions to happen more abundantly. Her skill talent is the next in leveling priority. Her skill, Lingering Lifeline, will increase her movement speed and increase her resistance to interruption. By holding her skill, you can attach a blue line to multiple different opponents. When you hit her skill again, you will end the lifeline state, and all the opponents attached by the blue lifeline will take hydro damage and mark them with lifeline. This can also reset her breakthrough state. Her skill is where her personal damage can shine, but also can apply hydro well enough if you do not have her burst ready. Third priority is her normal attack talent. Yelan has a breakthrough state. This state activates when you spend 5 seconds out of combat and will light up her bracelet on her character. Your next charge shot will have an 80% decreased charge time, which allows for even more damage and hydro application. Yelan's entire kit is based on doing bursts of damage with a heavy amount of hydro application for other party members. If you are looking to use one crown, crown her burst. If you would like to use 2 crowns, crown her burst and her skill talents. She can be triple crowned if you want her to be built for damage as your main DPS, but it is not necessary and can be a waste of a crown. We believe that Yelan works best with only one crown, which is on her burst. Yelan can work just fine with her burst and skill talents at level 8 or 9, and her normal attacks talent at level 6 or level 8.
Yelan's passive talents increase both her own and other party members' damage. Her first passive talent increases max HP based on how many elemental types there are in the party. Although this increases her personal HP, which translates to damage, it does not necessarily help out the other party members if there are other damage dealers in the party. Her second passive talent gives the on-field character 1% more damage while Yelan's burst is active. This increases by another 3.5% damage every second. The maximum damage increase gained this way is 50%. A large part of every character's build is their artifact sets and stats. Yelan does not have a 4-piece set that was made for her, but Emblem of Severed Fate is so good on her you would think it was. The 2-piece set of Emblem of Severed Fate gives 20% energy recharge. Since Yelan relies heavily on her burst, you should have an energy recharge around 180 to 220%, which is why this 2-piece helps out so much. The 4-piece makes that high energy recharge and the benefit from the 2-piece to make your Yelan do more off-field damage while still focusing mainly on a supportive role. There are some other 2-piece sets that can be used but are not as strong and helpful for Yelan. That being said, those 2-piece sets are as follows: Emblem of Severed Fate for more energy recharge, Heart of Depth for hydro damage bonus, Noblesse Oblige for more burst damage, and Tenacity of Millilith for more HP. Remember that at the end of the day, main stats and substats mean more than the best set you could put on her, but Yelan will benefit from a 4-piece set of Emblem of Severed Fate the best. Another part of artifact sets are main stats and substats. Although Yelan is a supportive role, she is still an off-field DPS and should have damage to support your on-field characters. First, look to get an energy recharge of around 180 to 220%. Once you have energy recharge around there, you should focus on getting an HP percent Sands, a Hydro damage bonus Goblet, and a crit rate or crit damage circlet for off-field damage. Your energy recharge can be below the 180% before artifacts, but make sure you are in that range after artifacts so you can have your burst ready consistently. Your substats should be focused around HP percent, crit rate and crit damage, and energy recharge. Make sure your Yelan sits around a 50 to 60% crit rate and a good amount of crit damage so she can hit consistently but also hard.
After artifact sets and stats, the next major part of a character's build is their weapon. Yelan has a few good options for 5-star and 4-star weapons. Her best in slot will be her 5-star bow, Aqua Simulacra. The main stat gives you an astounding 88.2% crit damage at level 90 and a base attack of 542. So make sure to grab a crit rate circlet. This bow's ability increases HP by 16% at Refinement 1. The effect that comes with the bow states that when there are opponents nearby, damage dealt by the wielder is increased by 20%. This effect can occur if the character is on field or is not on field. Another 5-star weapon that can work well on Yelan is Elegy for the End. The main stat gives 55.1% energy recharge and a base attack of 608. The Refinement 1 abilities are as follows. Increases Elemental Mastery by 60, and after skills or bursts hit opponents, the character gains a Sigil of Remembrance. When you possess 4 of these sigils, they will be consumed, and all party members will gain 100 Elemental Mastery and a 20% attack increase. Yelan can also make use of a few 4-star bows. The first 4-star is Favonius Warbow. This weapon gives 61.3% energy recharge at level 90 and a base attack of 454. If you run this 4-star, make sure to focus on a crit rate around 60% or higher so that you can get more energy off crit hits. Getting more refinements on this weapon will be better since it will give you higher chances to get energy off hitting those crits. The Stringless is another bow for Yelan, but is focused more on reactions for damage rather than energy recharge for more burst. The ability of this weapon increases elemental skill damage and elemental burst damage. The other 4-star bow is Fading Twilight, which was only available during a recent summer event. Fading Twilight is the best of both worlds of the other 4-star bows. This weapon has a little less energy recharge than Favonius Warbow, but has similar damage output to Stringless. Yelan's 5-star Aqua Simulacra will obviously be her best in slot weapon, but any of these weapons will strengthen your Yelan.
Following weapons, we look at Yelan's 6 constellations. Her first constellation gives her an additional charge to her skill. Her second constellation fires off an additional hydro arrow when her off-field burst hits occur. This arrow will deal 14% of Yelan's max HP. This arrow can occur once every 1.8 seconds. Her third and fifth constellations increase the talent level of her skill and burst by 3. Her fourth constellation increases all party members' max HP by 10% for 25 seconds for every opponent marked by her skill. This can stack up to 4 times to 40% of her max HP. Her sixth constellation allows Yelan to enter the Mastermind state after using her burst. This state will make all of Yelan's normal attacks as breakthrough barbs, which are charged attacks based on Yelan's max HP. These breakthrough barbs do 156% more damage than the original breakthrough barbs. This state will last 20 seconds or be cleared after 5 arrows are shot off by Yelan. This allows Yelan to stay on the field a little longer to hit harder than ever. While all these constellations do amazing buffs for Yelan and other party members, Yelan is still an amazing support at Constellation 0.
Yelan's constellations can help her push out damage and be one of the best supports in the game, but putting Yelan with good teammates can boost both Yelan's damage and supportive ability. Yelan has the ability to apply a satisfying amount of Hydro for your team alone, but pairing her with another Hydro character can help her in 2 ways. Another Hydro character can apply more Hydro if Yelan does not have a skill or burst ready. 2 Hydro characters give the team 25% more max HP due to the Hydro Resonance. Since more HP increases Yelan's damage, the Hydro Resonance also gives more damage to Yelan. Xingqiu is a great character to pair with Yelan since he has a similar kit and has Hydro application. Kokomi and Ayato are other Hydro characters that pair well with Yelan since they both scale off of HP and gain more HP due to Hydro Resonance. Pyro characters that work well with Yelan to proc the Vaporize reaction are Yoimiya, Hu Tao, Yanfei, and Diluc. Rift will be using 2 teams in the gameplay.
The first team I will be using in the showcase will be Diluc, Yelan, Xingqiu, and Bennett. And the second team I will be using consists of Keqing, Nahida, Yelan, and Barbara.
Enjoy the gameplay. thank you for watching the video. If you have any extra tips or tricks you know or use with your own Yelan, please go ahead and let us know in the comments. Thank you again, and we'll see you in the next one.